Hi everyone, welcome along to another video. Today we're going to be having a look at sixes, adding sixes to your blues playing. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain what I played through at the beginning there, and I'll teach you that note for note, but I'll also kind of go a bit into the theory just before I do that of what a six is, but don't worry, it'll be very quick. So first of all, when you're playing a six, what that means is we're in the key of G at the moment. It's a G7 chord, and if you played the G major scale, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, you're going to take the sixth note from the major scale, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you know your notes, which hopefully you do, that's an E note. So what we need to do is add that E note to our pentatonic scale. And where is that E note? Well, there's one here on the 5th fret of the B, and there's another one here on the 2nd fret of the D. All right. So this gives us a nice kind of sweet sound. Now to set this up, instead of playing a G7 chord, I'm going to play a G6 chord. Now that really is the same thing as G7, just add your little finger to that E note that we talked about there. All right. Now what you can do, which is quite good, might feel a bit weird at first, is to play it this way. Now I find you can do some more interesting things with this shape if you keep this chord down. So it's really the same chord, but you're playing that low E with your thumb, 3rd fret, then you've got your little finger there. Now what we're going to do is play a little groove, and that groove is this chord really. Now because this is a 6 chord, it gives you the sound of a 6, which is kind of a sweet sound. Right, and we're going to use that as a kind of a template, and we're going to play our licks in between that. That helps you to keep time as well. But what I'm going to do is what I'm doing there is I'm muting all of these strings, so I lift my hand off there, so you get that sound. That might take a bit of time to get. And that gives you a little groove. So we've got this rake, and then I'm playing that 6 chord. So to get the rake, just lift your fingers off. All right, that's the little groove. Then we're going to play our licks with the 6 in it in between. All right, so let's have a look at the first one. All right, so now we're going to use this pentatonic scale, but we're adding the 6th note, as I say. So we have, so this is 5 on the A, 2 on the D, back to 5, and then we're going to go to this note here, which is 3 on the D. So then you're going to go back to that 5 here on the A. All right, back to the 2, back to the 5. And then you're pivoting between 2 on the D, 5 on the A. And then I'm going to go up chromatically. So each note, so 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I go back to my thumb. You can get to that note quite well with your thumb. So we have. go back into that groove. Next one where we're going to use the sixes, we're going to use this six here, and I'm going to go back to the thumb again, so you can get to that note quite quicker rather than kind of doing that. So this one. So here we go, this is 6 on the B, 2 times, 5, 3, there's the 6 there. Slide into that 5 here, 3 on the B, back to 5 here on the G. And then a hammer on from 3 to 4. This is the major pentatonic note here, this B, or the third, you can think of it. 3, 5 on the B, and then I'll finish on that G note. Then you can go back to that. I'll put those two together for you, all right? Alright, here's the next one. Okay, so this one, a bit more complicated this one, but I'm still using these sixes with our pentatonic scale. So this one is kind of a triplet rhythm. So we've got this kind of classic cliche blues move, but it's a good one, you know, it's a cliche for a reason. So this is 3 on the G, 5 here on the G, and then you're going to bend that up a whole step. 3 on the B, 3 on the high E. Okay. Then you're going to bend this 6 here on the B and come back to 3 on the B. Now we're going to use this 6 again, so we're going to play 5 to 3. By the way, this note isn't in the pentatonic scale. This is the 9th, and we're going to get to this note in the next video. We'll have a look at 9ths. But so you have 5, 3, and 5, 3 on the B. There's your 6th note there. And then 5, 3, hammer on to 4. That's that major third again. There, what I do is, there's the G note there on the 5th fret of the D. Then I do a little grace note. And there's the 6 again, back to the G. Let me play that one slowly for you. Alright, so that's that little phrase. So that one is a little bit harder to fit in with. Alright, so that's that phrase. So hopefully, if you put them all together, you get a little groove like this. There we go. So I hope you can see that adding the 6 gives a whole different sound. You can stay in the pentatonic thing, you know. So that sounds good, but it's starting to add the 6. So it gives a slightly different sound, doesn't it? But that's a little good thing you can try, and it helps you to keep you in time, as I say, is just keep that groove going. and try and think of some licks to play incorporating that 6. So there's one there or one there. There we go, so there's a couple of ideas for you, but try and incorporate that into your pentatonic playing. And you know, people talk about the Dorian mode, which is the you know, you're playing the 6. I don't think of that. I just think of the sound of the chord. That's got an added E, so all you're doing is adding that E note, which gives it the sound of the chord to the pentatonic scale. I find modes, even though I understand them, I find them very complicated. You're just playing the sound of the chord is what a mode is, and there it is, so you can still play your licks. But with the E flavour, you know, with that 6 flavour. So have some fun with that. Let me know how you get on, and I shall see you in the next video. Next video, by the way, we'll have a look at how to add the 6th and the 9th together, which is a very, very popular, more sophisticated sound, you could say, in the blues. Have some fun with that. See you soon.